Good afternoon, Doak cooks. What are we doing today? Well, I figured I would stop messing around and actually do something constructive for once on my channel. What is today's date? It's 21st? Yep. Okay, and this is chicken, leg, quarter. There's our chicken leg quarters. Brought to you by Jack Stack BBQ and the wonderful people at McKeever's. Okay. Come back over here, and I only need one of these, so I'm going to put the other one in the freezer. All right, so can I do this without touching the outer edges? Perhaps off camera with some other fingers that were not my main fingers as I squeeze this out to try and get all the air out of it. So it actually is a decent job to, not the greatest job, but there we go. Okay, so that now goes in the freezer, okay? So in the freezer it goes. But what are we left with? One of these. Okay. It is easy to separate the leg from the thigh with a very large knife. What we are doing is we are looking to separate our leg from our thigh about right there. So right there is the connecting joint right there. That's where we want to separate. So this is a raw chicken, big knife. Done. Pretty simple. Ta-da, 2 pieces. Okay, now this is gonna go in the air fryer. So what are we doing? Okay, welcome to Doak Cooks, the coughing edition, as I prepare lunch for myself. I am hungry, so I am going to make some air fryer chicken. Nothing weird about that. Leg, quarter, which has been separated now. These will cook up easier. I'm gonna cook them in the air fryer. Then I'm gonna come back and then we're gonna chop this bad boy up and I'm actually gonna make a barbecue chicken sandwich. I discovered that I have a fresh sealed jalapeno pepper cheese that we're going to slice as well to add on to our sandwich because I want to have a pulled barbecue chicken spicy jalapeno cheesy sandwich for lunch. So that's what we're gonna do. So this goes in the air fryer. All right, let's keep on moving. All right, so those are not going to take 45 minutes, but we'll be back when it's ready. So part of the OCD nature of my, existence is I have to keep things like this intact. So this is trash. This should be thrown in the trash, but I am keeping this for the Ziploc bag. So when I put the cheese back, we know what this is. And I'm gonna mark on this bag what today is. And not so much what that is, but I'm gonna put the date on here. And the date, remember, it's April 21st. And I'm not gonna mark on the bag what it is because I already have there, but the date. So that's the date that I cracked the seal. There it is. So it's just a little tiny little PSA. So oftentimes people will leave their cheese inside their wrappers and then slice it. I like my stuff to be very, very particular. Shocker. So I like my pieces to be as exacting as possible. Like that. And I don't want to have any plastic remnants causing, oh, look at that, see, I screwed up. I don't want any plastic remnants causing my strips to be anything less than perfect. So about 3 of these should do me for my sandwich based on the surface level I have of my bread. That's about right, yeah, that's enough cheese. Yeah, and then that we can taste. It's yummy. It's actually mild. It's mild jalapeno. So, now the cheese is good. Again, woo, that jalapeno's got some zing to it. Yum. That's gonna be good. So, there we go. Now, you know when you crack the seal of your cheese, what that cheese actually is, and now you have access to the cheese. You can actually cut it, slice it, peel it, however you want it. Moving on. All right, so let's talk about why I'm resting my toasted bread right here and why I've done it while the chicken's still cooking. Because this is now not as warm as it was if it had just come out of the toaster. What am I doing? Well, it popped out of the toaster, and to keep it warm, I left it on top. Yes, but what I'm going to do is I'm going to also introduce my cheese slices on the warmed bread to help soften a little, okay? Nothing wild and crazy. Plenty of people do this, but I'm also going to pile the chicken on top of here, put it back in the air fryer so the cheese actually melts into the chicken with the barbecue sauce and hot sauce to combine it so that it all becomes nice and gooey and combined. Not like many of the other sandwiches which I've shared where I don't go into that level of detail. Well, I sometimes do. Here we are. So there's the reason why. So, looks like the chicken. Ooh, that looks great. Oh my gosh, that smells incredible. Let's have a look. Looks good. Oop, my juices are nice and clear. Okay. I'd say maybe another 10 minutes or so on this, and then we can break it apart. It's very exciting. All right, cool. Lots of things. A lot of work for a single sandwich. A lot of work for a single sandwich. All right, so that's what we're doing. That's why I'm leaving them there. Again, all about education. All right, see you in a second. I'm checking to see if I'm done, but I didn't bring my tongs over here, so 1 second. Oh yes. Oh, looks great. It's absolutely beautiful. It's cooked all the way through. Awesome. Cool, cool. Okay, I'm gonna let those cool for a second while I clean off that gross nasty. So, because again, we're gonna put that sandwich, that bread right there is gonna go inside of here, but that's really nasty. So let's clean it off real quick. So the air fryer is going behind me because I'm drying out. It's clean now, but there's a little bit of moisture in there, so I'm just drying it out. So that's why it's a little loud. Actually, you know what? Yeah, I'm gonna still have to run for at least a couple of minutes. Okay, this is a lot of work for a chicken sandwich. I mean, my gosh. I'm sure people are like, okay, really? You go through all this work just for a chicken sandwich? Well, sometimes. Sometimes I don't. But today I am. Oh, just looks beautiful, smells wonderful. It is piping hot. So I am doing myself no favors wearing these. This is to protect my fingers from sticky. This is not to protect them from heat. And there is so much heat coming off these because, again, this just came out of the air fryer. Oh, look how beautiful that is. Oh my goodness. Just gorgeous. I mean, I love preparing chicken in the air fryer. I mean, that is just beautiful. Oh. I mean, pristine. I mean, just gorgeous. Okay. All right. So, I'm also retaining my skin, meaning I could separate it. I can separate it, but I actually like my skin in my sandwiches. So I leave it intact. So when I chop this bad boy up, big knife job. Right now I'm being very, very detailed in my pieces. I'm going to get a bit more aggressive with my big old knife when the time comes. You know what? Fine. Okay, I've pre-chopped up my skin. Okay, I'll do the rest with the big knife. All right, so that's my, there's my meat. There's my leg meat. There's my thigh meat. Okay, again, I'm using the skin. So hot. I want the skin. I want the skin to be part of my sandwich. I'm cutting them into little chunks. Add little flavors of crunchy, juicy bits to my sandwich. All right. And then this guy, I'm just going to kind of peel. Oh my gosh. Oh, that's so hot. Oh, man. So I would normally let this rest for a lot longer, but I have things to do today, so I kind of need to get this rolling. Oh, wow. So hot. All right. Okay. I'm going to do something that's not so attractive. Give me 1 second. I'm going to do it off camera. And I'll be right back. And we're back. All right. Meats, bone. Now, again, if I were going to be in town longer, I would take this chicken remnants, bones, and I would make a stock, or I would pull the juices and the stuff out of it, and I'd add some Trinity, some onion, celery, and carrot to infuse this with a bit more awesome flavor, but I'm not doing that. That goes in the trash. Bye-bye. That's gone. Big knife. Big pieces of chicken. We're chopping these up. Make them a little more consumable. Easier to deal with. And yeah, that's a lot of chicken here. Odds of me getting all of this into a sandwich are next to impossible. So I'll most likely be having some barbecued chicken off camera after I make my sandwich. But, okay. So there is the chicken. There is our chopped chicken to go into our sandwich. Oh my gosh, it looks incredible. Okay, so my hands are kind of gross. That's okay. Okay, chicken. Okay, knives. What if I take one off? What if I just take one glove off? Okay, gross, clean. Clean. Okay. I want that about right there because I want this right there. All right, so I'm going to take some of my chicken. We're going to put it. Oh, I'm getting both my hands dirty now. Gosh, I hate it when I do this. All right, so there we go. That looks incredible. All right, amazing. And 1 second. Okay. Cheese, grommet. Cheese, cheese, grommet, cheese. All right, we're gonna very carefully take this away. And we're gonna put it right here, okay? Nice and clean, okay? Now we're gonna do a similar thing with this guy. So we're gonna slide our cheese over a little bit. We're gonna take our big pile of chicken. Okay, super yummy, super awesome. Okay, yum, 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 great. I have my paper towels here to wipe my hands off. A little Tabasco. Little sauce. Cheese. Cheese, grommet, cheese. Cheese. If you don't get Wallace and Gromit references, I'm not sure why you're on my channel. Okay, so here they are. Let's go over the air fryer real quick. Okay, here we are. Clean and dry. Okay, try not to burn my fingers. Trying to keep that. Oh my gosh, yep, I was afraid of that because I'm at an angle. Oh my gosh. I need more hands. Okay, stop doing that, cheese. Okay, there, okay? Now we're level. All right, so we're very careful to put this in and come back here in like 2 minutes. I'll be right back. All right, shame on me. I have not looked yet. I have not checked. The first time, we're all seeing for the first time. I have no idea. All right, nope, needs a little more. Okay, a little longer. Okay, all right, cool. All right. All right, so it wouldn't be Doak Cooks if I didn't cheat a little bit. I always cheat a little. So I peeked. Look what's happening on the edges. See how my cheese is getting nice and dark on the edge and it's not melting? There's a scientific reason for it. I'm not gonna go into it. I reduced my temperature to try to get a little more, but you know what? That's pretty cool. It's fine, it's great. I wanted the cheese to be soft. I do not need it to be melty. So I'm gonna combine these guys on the other side and we'll turn back around. So give me a second. And there you have it. Toasted, pulled, air fryer, spicy barbecue chicken, and jalapeno cheese sandwich. I am so excited. I have a little bit of chicken left over on that side. Not sure what I'm gonna do with it. Probably just add a little barbecue sauce to it. But man, oh man, that is good. And a lot of work to get down to this stage. So here we are. Everybody, like I mentioned in my last video, I am out of town starting later. So I will see you guys when I am back in front of a camera preparing more food. Thanks, everybody. Have a great rest of your week.